All right, how you doing? Brian Howard here, BKH Credit Group and bkhcreditgroup.com. And we're going to talk about business credit with no PG. Business credit with no PG by far has to be the most popular topic on social media, here on YouTube, Facebook, as it relates to building business credit and getting business funding. So I kind of want to talk about a couple of myths or misconceptions or really kind of flat out lies that are being told. And this is not directed at any particular company or anything. This is just for the education for those of you that have chose to watch my channel. This is from me to you. This is not me speaking about any other particular company, product, or service that they offer. This is me speaking to my audience, those that come to my channel to hear what I have to say. And I appreciate you guys for coming to the channel and hearing what I have to say. Because not everybody may find what I have to say is important. So if you take the time out of your day, to listen to what I have to say, then I truly appreciate that. So let's tackle business credit with no PG. So the first question is business credit with no PG possible? Now, the short answer is absolutely yes. Yes, it is. That's the short answer. But you have to dive in and get a little bit more specific about when you're talking about business credit and no PG, because a vendor account such as a Quill or a Uline is a business credit account that you can absolutely get with no PG. But I think it's fair to say that when most entrepreneurs think of business credit with no PG, they're number one thinking credit cards, cash credit cards, and maybe, some retail store accounts with no PG. So whether or not you can get business credit with no PG, the answer is yes, if you qualify, if your business qualifies. Now, what does that mean? What does your business have to have, or what does your business have to look like in order to have business credit with no PG? If you're just talking about some retail store accounts or some gas cards, right, for example, you simply need to have a fairly decent business credit profile. You need to have a credible business set up the right way, which we've talked about in past videos, all the different things that are required in order to get it set up the right way. And you need to have a solid amount of trade lines. Now, there's this misconception that, once I get 3, then I can automatically start applying for this. And then once I get 5, then I can automatically start applying and qualify for this. And that's not how it works. Every time your application is submitted, your overall profile is compared, your overall business credit profile is compared to the qualifications or the criteria that company has decided to use in order to qualify you. So just because you have 4 accounts reporting on a bureau doesn't automatically mean you can get XYZ account with no PG. So whether or not you can get a PG is going to be subjective to the specifics of your business credit profile, meaning, how your company is set up, what type of trades you have, what industry you're in, how long you've been in business, what type of credit you're applying for, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All those things come into play in determining whether or not you can get a business credit account with no PG. Now, what I think is not really being told, well, I know it's not being said, is when we talk about trying to get business credit cards with no PG. And there's very, very few business credit cards out there with no PG. As a matter of fact, we actually define credit cards for business with no PG as corporate credit cards. And those cards require you have revenue. You see, that's what everyone's missing. You can't get business credit cards with no PG when your business isn't making any money. No bank is going to give you a $30,000 credit card for their business and your business is not making money. I don't care how many trade lines you have. You can have 20 trade lines. They're not going to give you. You have to be able to show revenue. Well, what type of revenue do you need to be able to show? Some cards you can get away with as little as being able to show you're making 10 grand a month. Some cards want you to be making $1 million a year and then everything in between. But if you want to get the business credit cards with the no PG, you got to have some type of revenue to go along with your strong business credit profile. The other thing I want to talk about, not related to the no PG, is actually doing a PG. Why are some of you so afraid of a PG? If it's necessary for you to put your social on the application to get access to 10 grand that you're going to be able to turn into 20 or 30 grand, why wouldn't you do a PG? Stop being afraid to personally guarantee accounts that are going to grow your business. Now, if you don't really have a business and you're thinking that, hey, you know what, I'm gonna buy some vendors, I'm gonna set up a virtual office, I'm gonna get a phone number and a fax number, and I don't really have I got a business on paper, but I'm really not doing business, and so I'm just gonna do all these things, buy some vendors, and I'm gonna get all of this money with no PG. You're sadly mistaking yourself. You're wasting your time. There's just way too many checks and balances in this game called business credit because you're dealing with the banks. And I'm not saying that there's never been a scenario where someone has felt like, someone has, kind of got over on the bank, so to speak. It happens from time to time. It happens. But ultimately, at the end of the day, if you don't have a true business that you're building, that you're growing financially and trying to grow exponentially, business credit really doesn't work for you. It's not going to work for you. There are no shortcuts to success with building business credit because business credit actually is ongoing. I've been in business now with BK's Credit Group. This is 2019, 6-7 years. And I'm still continuing to build business credit. So this myth about, hey, in 30 and 90 days or in 6 months, I'm going to have 150,000 in business credit. You can. If you got excellent credit and you're willing to personally guarantee most of that credit, you can. If your business is doing a lot of revenue and you can get approved for a lot of credit based on the revenue that your business is bringing in. But aside from that, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. So just thought I'd share that with you guys because we're getting ready to go into 2020. And I want you guys to be properly prepared. I want you guys to understand that there are no shortcuts to success in this. I've built over $200,000 in business credit for my business, and I'm helping other businesses do the same every day. Matter of fact, if that's something that you're interested in working with us, we have some very, very affordable programs where we can help jumpstart you on the business credit building process. No, we're not promising you $100,000 in 90 days. We're not making a $50,000 business credit guarantee or whatever it is that, some of these other companies are saying, because the fact of the matter is I can't guarantee you anything. I'm not the creditor. I'm not the credit issuer. I'm not the lender, and I don't know what you're going to do. So how can I guarantee that you're going to get anything? The fact of the matter is I can't. But what I can do is show you a proven system that has worked for myself and for my other clients. Okay. All right. So I know I kind of went on a rant there, but I thought it was important for me to get that message out. What I'll do is I'll put a link below if you guys want to, schedule a consultation with me, or otherwise, you can go to www.bkhcreditgroup.com and, we can see if we're a good fit. And if so, I'd love to get you on the right track to help you build your business credit. All right. So this is Brian Howard signing out, BK's Credit Group.